And then technically, Severian's going to have the next quest, but whatever. Okay, Mutamix. I am going to meld so much materia in front of you, it's not funny. Now, what does this mean? Meld materia before Mutamix. Do I just stand in front of him and do it? Oh, hi, you've got a quest. Or do I click on him and, like, do it? And how far in front of you do I need to be? Hi. Material removal smudge. Nothing. Okay, I guess I'm on my own here. So, what's something I'm going to be keeping? You, but you don't have any slots. What about you? Also don't have any slots. You guys, oh there you go. You have some slots, yay. Meld. Can I not meld? I've forgotten how this works already. Can I put critical hit onto the horn ring? You must be a level 29 disciple of the hand. Yeah. Knew it. I thought it was talking about taking things off it. I had to be 29, but it clearly says melding. So I do have to be 29 to put shit on it. Oh my god, that's so obnoxious having to level my crafting that high. Holy shit. Okay. Yep. The selected items level is too low to maximize. Yeah, I don't care. At this point, I just want to get this quest over and done with, and I'm really irritated about having to get my crafting up, so just do it. Okay, that did work. Yay. Staff. Spell speed. The cow that I'm about to take shit off. Yeah, that. Well, let's put some tenacity on there. I don't need the tenacity. So I guess it's as good a place as any to use it. Because that's all tank stuff, isn't it? So go for it. Use all my tenacity. I make my own luck. Am I getting any XP for this? No, I'm not. That sucks. This is a skill in its own right. Okay, if we just quickly change to botany. I would like to not. Oh, you guys don't take materia. Never mind. Do any of you take materia? Oh god, none of it takes materia. Oh, the shoes do. The shoes do. This is the gathering. Gathering. Yes. Put that on, please. That's 7. I don't have any more gathering, so none for you. We need to do the freaking thingy before I forget. What are we putting on this book? Does it matter? What's something I'm not going to use? What's determination? Affects the amount of damage dealt by both. Oh, that sounds nice. Let's put control on that. Didn't specify what needs to go on it, so it just needed to have materia on it. And that should be 8 for 8. Yes. I am, however, going to change to my alchemy gear. And meld anything. Anything at all. It's always the shoes. Go for the shoes. CP. And craftsmanship. Rightio. And that's that. Uplander has good joining skill. Mutamix give Uplander secret knowings of word bond. Mostly part. One fighty tool bears only little materia, but if Uplander uses secret joining skill, one fighty tool bears many materia, maybe. Mutamix teach Uplander secret joining skill, but Uplander keep in brain case that it sometimes work unrightly. Will fighty tool of Uplander bear many materia, or will materia turn to bitty bits? Using secret joining skill, not for unstrung of bladder. Advanced materia melding. Affix materia onto weapons and armor. Can also affix materia to items with no slots remaining, but success is not guaranteed. Alright. Following the general action advanced materia melding, you can now attempt to attach materia to gear that has all its slots filled. While the benefits of having multiple materia attached to your gear can be great, success is not guaranteed, and the consequences of a failure can be great for a botched meld. All materia, or just the extra materia you were trying to plop on it? I'm going to assume the latter. Right, that's that. So what was your quest? And do I want to be taking it? Koko Samu. Share the news of his master's latest advance in the arcane art of materia manipulation. I guess I'm not going to read this. Speak of Metamutic. I literally just spoke to him, but okay. You're delightful, but you know. Perform material transmutation for you at any time, free of charge. Bring the goblin 5 pieces of unwanted materia, and he will transmute them to a single new piece to use as you see fit. Huh, that's nice. That said, material transmutation remains an inexact science. As for what manner of materia will emerge, each time Mutamix works his wonders. Not even the goblin genius himself can say. I mean, if you're not going to use them anyway, does it really matter? Like, really? Anywho, back we go. We'll go back to Severian, hand in this darn thing, and see if his next quest is even, like, remotely doable. By remotely, I mean able to do it without going on that big gathering hunt that I literally just did. It was tedious AF. But I have to get my crafting up. Damned if I do, damned if I don't in the matter of materia. I mean, I don't need to have materia on my shit, but you know, it would be nice. I don't care what he's talking about. Just get over and done with. Cool. Hope you enjoy the grimoire. Oh. Okay. I don't know what I'm currently wearing. I really don't know what I'm currently wearing. Control 13. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess I'll take the headgear. Yay! Oh, and I get a new alembic. What's the current alembic on? Oh, we just got rid of it? Fantastic. Equip that. And you can go in the to sell pile that I should, you know, really sell. And what do we pick up? Headpiece. And you can equip, what's your headpiece at? 1%, yeah, perfect. And then you can go away. And update. Boom! 10 gear score. Go team. That did not sound good at all. Okay, what do you want? Please make it easy. Deliver a pinch of natron. Oh, to Severian. I don't have good quality natron. I don't even know which of these is natron. Could be any of this. I remember what I was going to do. Oh, did I not succeed in getting the natron? Huh. Must be one of the ones I failed and I forgot to redo it. Anyway, I do remember what I was going to do. I was going to put stuff on. Put that on. And would you believe I've just immediately forgotten what I was going to do? High potions. Oh my gosh. Memory of a goddamn goldfish. Alright. So now they're on a key that I can use. So, yay. That's that. I don't think there's literally anything I can craft here of a higher level to level me up. That requires blank grade 1 orchestration roll, which I don't even know what that is. Oh, I have to make the natron. Yeah, that's gonna suck. So I'm gonna have to get the freaking ingredients for it. Where are we getting this page from? I don't know what this is. Blank grade 1 orchestration roll. You can't craft it. Then how the fuck do you get it? You can't gather it. So how are you supposed to get it? I do not understand. I honestly don't know how to get it. So I guess we're not doing this one. And I don't know how to get that one either. You also need that. You also need that. Next, I can buy that. I'm pretty sure I can buy that. I do not think I can buy that. Pearl ginger can be gathered at dry bone. I don't think you sell it. I wish you would. Dry ginger. No. I wish your inventory would expand the more you level up and you get access to higher level things rather than having to go through this pain. Next. So that was you. Yep. Horn glue. Old goat horn. Yeah, I highly doubt you have that on you. I think I'd remember her collection by now. No. Next. Growth formula gamma. She doesn't have blue landtrip. She only has red, doesn't she? Yeah, she's only got red. That much I remembered. Engraved goatskin grimoire. You have to make a goatskin grimoire. Oh, goat leather. I can't get that either. Linseed oil. Flax. I can't buy flax for this woman. Anything that looks simple and one itemy, I can't get. A yew wand. Bloody natron again. I don't even know what that is. So in other words, I can't even get my freaking level up without struggling immensely. Far out. Why is this so hard? Honestly. Okay, anyway, you want natron. Rock salt. Oh, that's the one that needed the freaking effervescent water. I can't get effervescent water. I literally cannot get it because I need to mine to get it. So, sir, guess what? Go get fucked. Not happening. Well, with that depressing note at hand, I guess we can move on. I really wasn't expecting it to end that way, but that's so depressing on the material front line. After all the babying I've done of these stupid items, I can't even put material on any of the new items because they're too high level. Oh my god. I just feel like I've been kicked in the gut. That's a savage blow. What was it? Hey, we got an ability. Oh, that was the mana ward that I never use. Creates a barrier that nullifies damage, totaling up to 30% of maximum HP. Yeah, but I never get attacked in a way that I feel like my health is in danger. So, not that fussed. I'm afraid that this next part of this episode is not going to be quite what you guys were expecting it to be. I've just lost 6 hours worth of recording for Final Fantasy. I spent the entire day recording, only to find out when I went to edit the episodes that for whatever reason my NVIDIA recording it wasn't even a recording program, the NVIDIA recording software built into the NVIDIA graphics card, for whatever reason, did not record my main screen. It defaulted to my second monitor. It's never done that before, and I don't know why it did it this time. I have not updated any drivers for my video card, and Windows hasn't done any updates. Nothing has changed on my system. Yet for some, I recorded yesterday. I recorded Genshin perfectly. There were no issues. But for some reason today, it decided to record the incorrect screen. So I don't check the recordings anymore. Like, when I start my computer up, I don't do a test recording. I did that for 2 years when I first started, and it was tedious as all hell. So I stopped doing it because everything was going fine. And then I just don't get how I'm so unlucky to continually have technical errors happen like this. There's no reason for it to have gone like that. So yes, I have 6 hours of a blank screen. You get to look at my desktop and hear my voice. You can't see any gameplay, you can't hear any gameplay. It was really a waste of my entire day, and I'm not going to lie, I did cry when I found it. At 6 hours of content that I can't get back. I mean, even if this was a single player game, I don't know that I would want to redo 6 hours of gameplay. It's a lot. But this is an MMO. I don't even have that choice because you can't go back and do content. So, yeah, finding out that 6 hours was a waste of time really was a bit of a blow to me emotionally, not gonna lie. So, there were tears. Of course, once the tears were had, I moved straight into fury, and I was in that state for quite some time, but I have finally moved into a sort of sad resignation. It is what it is. I can't do anything about it. That does, however, mean that this part of the episode is just going to be a recap. Yay! It's going to be so thrilling for you guys to look at this screen and see absolutely nothing except Kira standing here while I explain what's happened. Because I can't keep playing without explaining what's happened. It's 6 hours worth of content. I've got to catch you up. I guess I'll try to go chronologically. Ooh. Well, as you can see, Kira is wearing different gear. I put her into the gear I'd been holding for her. The velveteen robe that I dyed. Does it have the colour on there? I don't see the colour. But I had dyed a pink colour. But I couldn't stand to look at it. It was bulky. I don't like the bulk of it. It was just really unattractive. And I'm like, I'm so sick of looking at my character and not being interested in her because she's not looking nice. So I decided to finally splash out and actually just buy her something. Because I remember you guys saying something about the outfits not looking very nice early on. I don't know if you guys meant like the base game or whether you meant the first few lower levels. I'm not quite sure what you guys said, but either way, that's still going to be many hours worth of content before I can possibly get good looking shit. So I decided to make my character something I could tolerate looking at. So we have this outfit. It is called the Scion Liberator. The outfit we've got here consists of this cool jacket, as they're calling it. We've got random buckles down here that I really don't know what they go to. They flop as you run. It's really kind of random. These sort of leg guards, which are slightly healed. I don't know if I'm getting a right angle for it. They are slightly healed. I'm not sold on these, and I can quite easily just put her back into her boots, which I had dyed white to try and work with the outfit. But yeah, so I can always do that at some point in time. They come with these gloves. I'm kind of sad to lose the gloves, the sort of armlet thingies that I had, but these look very lovely. I do quite like them. I really love these bits, this sleeve of the arm. And I think there's a helmet? No, there isn't. Cool. That's say I don't remember there being a helmet. Right, yep. So this is a really cool outfit. I really, really love it, and I'm glad I made this decision. I obviously discovered that the cash shop isn't actually part of the game. It's a separate system on the internet, on the website, that you have to go through to purchase stuff, which I do find kind of weird and awkward. To any future game developers of MMOs out there who may be watching this, I'm laughing at myself. Don't do it this way. Don't make your shop outside of the game. The whole point of your game is to create immersion. But having to leave it to go to a website to look at the cash shop is just so immersion breaking. It just pulls you right out. It's really disconnected. Don't do it. It's horrible. So that's a complaint at the game. Not a great way to do things. But anyway, so there's that. I had to figure out how to do glamours because I couldn't remember the tutorial because it has been weeks since I last played. I don't remember anything. So I had to quickly read up on a tutorial on how to put the glamour into the prisms. Do they call them glamour prisms? Yeah, glamour prisms. So that I can put the appearance onto my gear. So every time I update my gear that's in one of these slots, I'm going to have to use a prism to keep the appearance on. That's going to get tedious real quick. Also, I'm going to run out of prisms. I've got like 7 left. Yeah, 7. So that's a thing. So now she's pretty. I am considering going to the inn and changing her hairstyle. The reason why I didn't pick the hairstyle I liked is because I had used it on my previous character Kaylee when I first played Final Fantasy XIV. I didn't want to use the same hairstyle, but I am curious to see how the other hairstyle will look with this outfit because the more I see this hairstyle, the more I don't like it. And you want to know why? These front bits are longer than the back bits. Like, what the hell? Who thought that was a good design? It looks terrible, and the more I see it, the more I notice it, the more irritated I get. I can't stand looking at it. So I want to at least remind myself what the other hairstyle looks like and possibly consider changing to it. So, okay, that's appearance out of the way. Oh boy, we did a lot of stuff, story-wise. So I did the 2 side quests that just led me to 2 separate dungeons, which I eventually did. One I had to level up to level 35 to do, so I eventually did that. I'm now level 39, by the way. So yeah, I did 2 dungeons. They were the Sunken Temple of Khan and Halatali. So I did both of those. They were interesting. The Sunken Temple of Khan was interesting because it was the first one I'd actually done at the correct level. So it was time consuming. And one of the creatures, one of the bosses in that casts doom on you. So we had a full party wipe the first time we tried one of the bosses because we all were doomed and so we all died. I still haven't actually researched how to get rid of doom, whether there's a potion or something I can use to get rid of that state. I haven't checked. So I'm going to have to put that on the list of things to do. So next time I'm doomed, I can get rid of it so we don't all die. And it kind of felt like the bosses in that particular dungeon were targeting me, and I'm really not sure why. I felt like I was constantly being attacked. Like, was I doing the most damage? I don't think I was, but I can't think of why else it would be attacking me when I'm the furthest from it. But anyway, that was that dungeon. It was interesting. We'll probably never do it again. No, that's not true. If I have to level for any reason, I'll probably go back and do all the dungeons. After I cleared those 2 side quests, we went back to the main quest because it was the only thing I had to do. So if you recall, the main quest, it's like it was only the last episode you were watching, not 3 weeks like it was me from last time I played. We had to go to all 3 different locations to have the memorial service for the ones who fell for 5 years prior. 15? I think it's 5 years prior. What was interesting about the 3 speeches was that they made no mention of the Warriors of Light. I understand why they didn't, because there's no point dwelling on the past when you need to focus on the present and the future. But it was a strange omission that hasn't really been explained. And all the speeches were, as you expect, more of a call to arms, a rally cry to get people to join each of the 3 companies to help with the threats in each of the different areas. So there'd be a Malja at Eldar, and then there were other animal and people threats at the 2 other places. Kinasena's speech was kind of boring. It was really long, and she used a lot of words, but she didn't really say much. And it was vastly boring, and I kind of got real tired and tuned out halfway through her speech. That's how bad it was. Robam's was actually the better of the three. It was quite rousing and passionate, and it was dramatic, and it just wants you make you cheer and join in with him. It was good. I didn't mind his. It was a little overly long, but it was nice. Malvib's was in between the two, I think. Not because of the content of what she said. I didn't really care for what she said. But the voice actor, whatever. She is just fantastic. Just the emotion she put behind her voice and the way the emotion changed depending on what she was saying in the speech. It was very well done. She is a fantastic voice actor. So I enjoyed listening to it, but not listening to the content of it. So those things were done. At those three speeches, we re-met the twins from the beginning of the game. If you remember when we were on the cart first travelling to Uldar, there were the elvish, young-looking twins with the white hair. Well, turns out they have voices that are totally inappropriate for their characters. Their voices sound so much older than they look. And the male of the twins is voiced by Sam Riegel, I believe. And now I can't not see Sam Riegel every time that dude speaks, which is really jarring, I'm not going to lie. And the chick, I don't know who the voice actress is, but the voice, as I said, sounds too old for the character, but whatever. She has a very bad personality, and for some reason the dude kept giving me a history lesson all three, but yeah, for God knows what reason, those twins went to all three, what were they called? I want to say commiseration parties, but that's not what it was. They went to all three of the speeches, which is weird in and of itself that they went to all three, because it's not exactly something that was advertised. And how would you know which one came first? But yeah, he decided to give me a history lesson of the companies of all three places without me asking. He just approached me and started chatting. It was really awkward and odd. And I'm really not sure why they chose that way of doing exposition. It was just weird. But it turns out the sister's pretty pissed off that none of the speeches mentioned the Warriors of Light, and has gone off to solve some problems on her own. Something about their father or grandfather, and she lost me along the way. So there's something to do with the twins. Don't really understand it. I don't know that I'm supposed to understand it at this point in time, but yeah, so they're a thing. So after we did those three things, we could go back to the Waking Sands and pick which company we were joining. Obviously, I picked the Immortal Flame, like duh. So then we went to the Immortal Flame base at Uldar and joined. And we had to go off and do some other killing shit in between joining, and this whole game really takes you all across the place, which is kind of irritating. It's not just, okay, we've picked the Uldan company, we're going to focus on the Uldan threat. No. We're now in Gridania, taking care of the Gridanian threat. I'm sure we'll go back to Uldar and take care of the Uldan threat. And then I'm sure we're going to go to Limsa and take care of their threat. Like, I'm so sick of being tugged across the entirety of the goddamn map. Games don't normally function like this. Games normally let you stay in the one area, do your shit, move on to the next area, do your shit, and move on. Even in open world games, it's not this bad at throwing you across the map. But if it is, they give you a nice, easy way of fast traveling that doesn't cost you money. But no, this game insists on taking you to all different corners of the world. And it's getting really repetitive. Like, we've already done things for all three places, and now we're doing things again for all three places. It's like, can we have a bit of focus, please? I chose the Uldan shit because it's what I want to do. Can we just focus on our problems? The whole thing seems unfocused and frustrating. I mean, I don't know. I can't make excuses for it. I'm not even going to make excuses for it. It's just not cool. It's not a good way to make a game. Let's keep going back to that. There are so many things with this part of the game that just are poorly done. But I digress. Yes, so on Mortal Flames, because I finally... Sorry, armrest, wrist rest. Since I finally joined a company, I could finally do my Chocobo quest. It was such a beautiful moment to get the quest, only to discover I couldn't freaking finish it. You had to buy like some Chocobo hiring papers or whatever, and it cost seals. And you earn seals, not the animal, the object, through completing quests for your company. So I had to either do a quest for the company, which I ended up doing anyway, which took me to a PvP zone, which was kind of weird. I didn't have to do any of the PvP. I just had to be introduced to it the Wolves Den, I believe it's called, over at Limsa area. So that was weird. But that gave me seals, and also doing provision quests. So giving them items or gathered stuff and exchange that for seals. So I was able to use some gathering to go gather some million corn. Still don't know what that is, to hand that in for seals. So I was able to afford my Chocobo hiring papers, and then I got myself a Chocobo. Now, as we know, I am not great at naming things. I give them silly, silly names to avoid having to actually think of decent names for things. So I chose the name for my Chocobo for 2 reasons. Because of my stupid naming system, the name is based off Chocobo, as is normal. And also because I wanted to play with the thaumaturgist's way of naming things. You know, Kokobuki, Coco something rather, starting with B, and then Coco something else starting with B. So I called him Boki. I think I called him Boki. God, I've forgotten already. Boki, I'm pretty sure. So if you know, Chocoboki, get it? So he's called Boki. That's my Chocobo. Come see my Chocobo. Whoa, zoomed in much. This is Boki. Isn't he adorable? He's got some Uldan heraldry on him. I hope to one day change his tabards because I don't know that I want to see that forever. But for now, it will suffice. He's got this cute little helmet in the adorable. He doesn't go very fast at all. I mean, he's faster than me running, but I don't think he's faster than me sprinting. So I do have a tendency to just sprint on foot. And then when the sprint runs out, mounting him and going. I don't know if that's true, or whether it's just it feels that way because my legs are going quicker than the Chocobo's legs when I sprint. I don't know, but it satisfies me. So until someone tells me differently, that's just how I'm rolling. So I'm quite happy that I finally got my Chocobo. I'm very happy. And also, I finally hit the point in the main quest where I can finally become a black mage. Yes. I haven't gone back and done that yet, though, because we've been stuck in Gridania for quite a long time. Usually when we go to these 3 locations, we're there for 2 seconds before it throws us off to another place. We've been in Gridania for quite a bit, and we're still not done. So I haven't had a chance to duck. I mean, I could have easily stopped and gone to the Black Mage, but I just kind of wanted to finish Gridania, part of the main quest, before I did it. So taking the Black is something that we'll have to do when we finish up here. Unless I just jump ship and look at the hairstyles as well. No, let's just finish it. Let's finish it. So there's that. We went to... that's right. The Galians shot down an airship that belonged to... not the Galians. I don't really know who it belonged to. Some engineering place. Hi. Enter key, righto. And we had to go save the airship and the people on the airship, blah, blah, blah. They're now part of the Scions of the... What are you? The Scions of the 7th? I don't know what you are. Anyway, they're doing the Scions. They're called Wedge and Biggs. I'm really not sure why we picked the exact same names from Final Fantasy XIV, but there you go. No, they don't look anything like them before you ask. So they're a thing that was meant to be funny and cute, and I just sort of eye-rolled the whole way as per usual. What else did we do? We leveled Botany up 2 levels because of that gathering for the million corn. Plus, I just went up another level because I wanted to go up another level. What else did we do? Oh, God, it's all such a blur. But 6 hours, it just rolled into one big time. Do we have completed quests anywhere? Maybe this will help me. Ah, yes, this is where we got up to. So we did these things. Self-studies is what we needed. No, self-management. Self-management was to do the black mage thing. So yeah, see, a lot of these are all Gridania. So we had to come to Gridania to meet the sylphs. So the point is, we're trying to take care of the threats to each of the different companies and countries. City-states? City-states. So Gridania's problem are the sylphs. Well, they have 2 problems. That's just one of them. They're concerned about the sylphs that are worshipping the god Rama. I don't know if that pronunciation's correct. Ouch. But the sylphs are quite, it's like friendly, but they're not the kind of people who would attack Gridania willingly. But they haven't really explained it in game, but it seems like some of the sylphs have been sort of corrupted by Rama and now worship him. So they're like a separate sect of these little sylph creatures. But before, we didn't really know that, so we had to go befriend the sylphs to find out if they were going to turn on Gridania for any reason and to learn more about this worshipping of Rama. However, we had to sort of ingratiate ourselves to the sylphs. The sylphs are tiny little fairy-looking things. We had to ingratiate ourselves with them to get in with the club and have them actually talk to us, blah, blah, blah. We did some quests for them, blah, blah, blah. It was really, really long and time-consuming. And it turns out that their elder, who I need to liaise with, is missing. Surprise, surprise. Why isn't he missing? So we then had to go on this big chain quest further afield to see if anybody could tell me where the elder had gone, if anyone had seen the elder. And we finally came here. And then there's some storyline about some soldier who's a traitor and a spy to his own people, to the adders or whatever, or the wailing something, I don't really know. And he was a bit of a douche, and I thought we should have killed him, but we didn't, blah, blah, blah. And that has all brought us here. To where the elder is. The elder is supposedly snuck past this guard. I really, really don't know how it snuck by this dude. I mean, I think the mask must be screwing up with his peripheral vision, because I really don't see how he could have gotten past him. And is in here and is in trouble. So that is why we are here currently. I don't know if I've missed anything in my recap. In fact, I've probably missed quite a bit. But I guess those are the main points, more or less. Yeah, I don't think of... Oh, and I can use my Chocobo in battle if I want to. If I use some Gissel greens, I can use my Chocobo in combat for half an hour, which is nice. You can assign it the tank, DPS, or healer roles, and I've chosen healer just in case. Just in case. It's kind of useless when you're, over 10 levels above the quests that you're doing, but, you never know when a backup regen healer is going to come in handy, so there's that. So other than that, if there's nothing further to chat about, I think it's time we continue.